What is up, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 100 Line Last Defense Academy. In the last episode, we got our first ever goodbye kiss from Hideko in this ending 72, where it turns out that Takumi was the killer all along. He just didn't realize it because not the same Gi from before, but Gi Data actually got into him somehow and was affecting him throughout this entire route right here. My question is though, is like, how is, because the way Hideko was talking about it was like, she mentioned that like somehow in another timeline, a Gi took over your body, something like that. And the only thing I can think about when it comes to that was this one right here. When we decided to stay and fight, this is where Gi took over Takumi here. So I'm wondering if this had anything to do with this specific ending, because Hideko did mention another timeline that we don't remember, parallel universes, you know. But we did get a miraculous scene with Hideko towards the end here, and it was very, very sweet. Hideko decided to wait it out with Takumi, and everybody in this one ended up dying, unfortunately. We ended up killing Nozomi first. And then now we're going to be heading back and going after Hideko this time. I don't know where that's going to lead us. But I don't think it's going to lead to anything similar to what this was with this ending with Hideko. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go back to the before decision, and let's go after Hideko this time. It's just crazy how like all that came into play here. And another funny thing about it was that whenever Takumi was describing all the murders that he did, when it came to Shoma, he didn't even bother explaining that one. He was just like, yeah, I just killed that fucker, and nothing else, no explanation or nothing. It was just like, yeah, I just took advantage of the fact that he was in the bathroom and just did it, you know. So that's honestly kind of funny the way that worked out. But yeah, but let's see what happens if we go after Hideko this time around. Are we going to get some type of similar scene with Nozomi, or is it going to be just, I don't know. It's definitely not going to be it's not going to be any type of happy ending. We know that for a fact. But we're about to find out what happens here, man.
Uh-huh.
And mind you, Hideko knows that Takumi, well, she suspected Takumi for quite a while, since I believe she said day 60 or day 16 was when he started acting strangely. Then as the more murders kept coming around, she kept suspecting Takumi and Takumi even more and more, so on and so forth. So yeah. But we also learned that Hideko actually lived something similar in her past life. She's basically through something similar. So in a way, that makes Takumi and Hideko kind of the same, because of the fact that Takumi lived through a previous 100 days, but we don't exactly know what it is that Hideko lived through, right? She just mentioned that, like, yeah, I lived through a similar past, but she didn't really go into detail about, like, what it was. So I'm wondering if we're going to learn about that. If we're going to learn about that here, or if we're going to learn about that sometime later. But let's see what happens here. No, don't kill her. Get away from Hideko. No matter how hard I resisted, my body didn't budge an inch. I'd lost all control over it. You're not Takumi, are you? When did you get into his bot? Stop. Stop. Get away from her. No! Oh, I guess we're not getting any type of explanation here. I wonder if this is going to end in Takumi just killing Nozomi too, and Takumi's the only one to live after this, and probably like infiltrate the satellite maybe. I stared blankly at the devastation in front of me. Hideko's blood felt warm running down my body. I killed her. Suddenly, a forceful impact connected with the back of my head, and I fell to the ground. Oh no, Nozomi's gonna kill us. I hear that voice. I hear that track in the background. This is the execution one. This is the extermination music. So Nozomi's gonna kill us. Yeah. I can see a fire extinguisher in front of me. In my haze, I realized it had been thrown at me.
Takumi.
Yeah. I managed to look up and saw Nozomi looking down on me, holding the power saw. Yeah, that's a scary sight. You don't want to make her mad, man.
How could you? How could you? I believed you, Takumi.
No, that's not it. Nozomi, it was against my will. Try as I did to scream, no words came out. All I could do was look up at her.
You killed everybody. You tricked us this whole time.
No, you have to listen to me, Nozomi.
Everybody's dead. you! Because of you!
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. I just had a feeling we weren't gonna have any type of scene like that with Nozomi. We probably will when we decide to spend time with Nozomi instead of Hideko. But yeah, she was just like, nah, we ain't having no scene. I'm killing you.
I didn't do it.
I felt blood streaming out of my wounds, opened up by the power saw. Damn, this is a scary sight, man. This is a very, very scary sight. Just seeing this, and wow. Where did I go wrong? Somebody, tell me. Hideko. Yeah. Well, that's one way to start out this episode. Oh man, so yeah, I'm glad I did the Nozomi one right away because that one hurt. I mean, both of them hurt really bad. Both of them hurt really bad here. But yeah, slasher route, revenge, ending 71. Yeah, wow, 48 endings, man. Wow, but yeah, this one was definitely more. Yeah, so again. Everybody's dead here except for Nozomi this time around. Nozomi's the one that stays alive, but I don't know. I'm guessing she does go to the artificial satellite and then realizes there's nothing there or whatever. But wow. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling if we did this one first, it would have led to something straight away, like to just a short and quick scene. We didn't get an explanation as to what Hideko's past life was or anything like that. We did get an explanation or an explanation to how like Guy got infested in. The Guy data got infested in Takumi, so I'm glad we did this one to end off the last episode. I think this was a good way to end it the last episode rather than doing this one first. But yeah, so that's that. Wow. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and go back once again, and this time we're gonna spend time with Nozomi. We're gonna stand up Hideko. All right, this time we're gonna spend time with Nozomi and see what happens here. Mind you, we do still have the Guy infested in us, right? So either way, who's going to end up killing? So, all right, let's spend time with Nozomi this time around. Right now, I want to keep talking to Nozomi. Sorry, Hideko. I'll go to the cafeteria after I'm done here. Oh, you know what? I think Hideko's going to die, right? Maybe? Okay, I'll tell you. I don't think you'll believe me. But that's fine. Will you hear me out? Of course. Oh, but maybe we should go somewhere else. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's asleep. Why don't we take a walk outside? Sounds good to me. We need to be quiet so we don't wake them up. A million words ran through my head as I made my way up the stairs with Nozomi. How do I even broach the topic of Kado Akashimiya? Would she believe me if I told her that the two of them were the same person? I hope the sky's clear tonight. Do you think you could see us from the satellite? Oh, they could see us from the satellite if we waved? Nozomi was walking out beside me, smiling innocently while I was agonizing. There's no sense in trying to dress up what I wanted to say. Even if she won't believe me, I should just lay it all out. I just made up my mind when... Hey, did you hear something just now? Is someone here? I quickly looked around, but the midnight hall was pitch black and silent. Sorry, I must be imagining things. Let's hurry. Yes. I had a bad feeling about all this, so I tried to speed up, but the very next moment... There's Yugamu. You know this is Yugamu, just trying to scare us. Nozomi, run! This way! It's no good. At this rate, they're gonna catch us both. Nozomi, let's split up. Split up. I'll try to lead the killer away. Takumi, you can't do that. We don't have time to argue. Just go. Alright, but be careful. Typically when it comes to stuff like this, normally the second one's like kind of has a whole bunch of time skips. So I feel like that's what's gonna happen here. Oh. Why is this music playing? I managed to stay one step ahead so far, but now the killer's had me cornered. It couldn't get any worse than this. There's nowhere left to run. I have to make my stand here. Preparing to attack, I reach for my infuser, but... My vision blurred as my body went flying down the stairs. Ew. The impact caused my head to slam against the wall, and I started to black out. I'm fading fast. Gotta keep my eyes open. And let me And there's just Yugami trying to scare us, right? I managed to refocus my vision just in time to see the power cell coming down at me. This feels familiar. I wasn't sure why, but despite my many encounters with the killer, I hadn't been killed yet. So I'm sure things will work out this time, somehow. Oh! Or not. Okay. Alright. Okay. I guess not. Shit. Wow. Is that just how it ends? Oh no, day's still going by. How long had it been since then? I lost all sense of passage of time. Oh, the passage of time. Okay, wait. Okay, now I'm confused. How did he get killed? If Ugami wasn't really trying to kill anybody, he was just trying to scare the living daylights out of freaking Takumi, or yeah, and didn't leave, right? Why this time did he kill him? Because there's no way. Obviously, the Gide didn't somehow kill Takumi itself, because I mean it's literally inside of Takumi. So how the heck is this working? We're actually a corpse here, man. I'm guessing we're in the morgue? How long had it been since then? It lost all sense of passage of time. I still couldn't believe that the boy laid down in front of me was dead.
Why? Why you too, Takumi?
No matter how much I questioned him, he didn't answer.
He's really dead.
We'd separated while we were running from the killer late last night. Was this before the other killings, right? Oh yeah, it was. Okay. It was before Dadami and everybody else was killed. But wow, Takumi's actually dead in this one? Wow, okay, that's actually very interesting. So who are we controlling then? Are we going to be controlling Nozomi for the rest of this route? Because Takumi's dead. Obviously we can't do anything with Takumi, right? This is interesting. Okay. Are we actually be playing into perspective of somebody else now, and that being Nozomi? We separated while we were running from the killer late last night. I went looking for Takumi later. But when I found him on the landing of the staircase, he was unrecognizable. And this one is messy, so this one was with a dagger.
Takumi. No. No.
Wow. Wow, I did not expect Takumi to actually die. Wow, this is very interesting. Okay.
No!
Wow, this is so cool. We're in the perspective of Nozomi. I mean, we were in the perspective of somebody else before, and that being Eito. But we have a lot more days available to us. We have 26 days, and it's just going to be one of those things where we just time skip to the end. I never should have invited him out. If I hadn't, he might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Takumi. I'm so sorry.
Wow. I cried nonstop over his cold, dead body. My tears had dried by the time the others came looking for us. When night fell again, so did my tears. Exhausted from crying, I eventually fell asleep. Wow. Huh? I must have fallen asleep. When I woke up, I discovered myself curled up in bed, still wearing my clothes. My eyes were swollen and sore from crying all day yesterday. If I keep crying like this, everyone's going to worry about me. I need to pull myself together. I'll wash my face and then go to the cafeteria. I need to talk about what happened. When I arrived at the cafeteria, everyone was already there eating breakfast.
Huh.
Oh, Lady Nozomi, are you feeling better? Yeah, I'm fine now. Thanks for asking, Kiyoshika. Are you interested in sampling my dear sister's special food drawer? It'll perk you right up. It's an energy-boosting parfait made of liver, fermented soybeans, grated yams, and topped with chocolate-covered bananas, fresh out of the kitchen. I appreciate the thought, but I'll just have something light this morning. I got some fruit and yogurt and sat at the table with everybody.
Yeah!
you talk about the killer yet? I don't want to hear about it so bad I woke up this morning absolutely miserable. Terumi, really? No, it's fine. I came planning to talk about it. If you feel like you're ready, Nozomi. Actually, it seems you weren't the only ones who saw the killer that night. Really? Who else saw them? Mr. Tsuruko and Shoma, apparently. No fair, I want to see the killer too. I got up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, but when I stepped down to the hall, I heard someone running. It was dark so I couldn't really see, but they were wearing all black and holding a power saw. Yes, and after that, Sir Shoma came to get the rest of us. I was off on my own at the time. I saw the killer in the hall by the cafeteria. I went after them, but they lost me. And while I was looking, I heard you scream, Nozomi. Everyone came running to where you were, but Takumi, he was already... I tried to explain in as much detail as possible what happened to us that night. Since we got separated, I wasn't sure what Takumi's final moments were like. I had no idea where the killer ran off to, either. Dang, nobody even saw where the killer went! That's the most important part! There's nothing we can do. We didn't even find any clues. Takumi's cause of death was blood loss due to his wounds from the power saw. Is that correct, Yugamu? Oh, yeah. I believe the murder weapon is exactly what everyone reported they saw. Are we going to die too? How do we fight against this killer? The killer is human, but inhuman. No matter how many times I kill them, they won't stay dead. None of it makes any sense. Whoa, what the heck, man? You're freaking me out. Yo, here's a little quote from somebody somewhere. Anyway, it's dangerous for us to be alone. We should probably travel in groups from now on. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Let's make sure we're keeping a close eye on each other at all times. This is when Hideko was suspecting Tsukumi too. We swore we would stick together to avoid further casualties, but the reality that awaited us all was too cruel. Oh shit. Oh yeah. So it's just a time skip. Everybody just dies. The killer took their time attacking us, almost as if they were mocking us. Those of us still alive huddled together, overwhelmed by despair. And soon we had reached day 98 in a cold, empty world. Day 98. Wow, okay, so yeah. I thought there was going to be a lot more to this, but I guess not. What time is it now? I looked at a nearby clock to see if it was already past 1 in the morning. Another sleepless night. I haven't been getting any sleep lately. Well, when I think about the killer appearing out of nowhere and then my friends getting murdered one by one, I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only ones left now are Tsubasa, Shoma, Kyoshika, and me.
Please, someone help us.
Huh? What is it? My heart did a somersault when my doorbell suddenly rang. Who could be here at this late at night? Opening the door might be dangerous. I mulled over whether I should go to the door or not when... Hey, Nozomi? Are you awake? Do you mind letting me in? That voice. Tsubasa. I slowly and warily opened the door. Standing there was... Tsubasa, alone and anxious looking. What's the matter? Did something happen? Sorry, I know it's late. It's just, I'm scared to be alone. Can I sleep with you? What do I do? Do I let her in? Well, we'd all been keeping to ourselves lately. The series of murders had us beginning to suspect even our friends. But I didn't get the sense that Tsubasa was acting suspiciously. And I was so lonely that I just wanted to be around someone for a change. Yeah, of course. I couldn't sleep either. Yay, thank you. I'll be coming in then. Oh, I brought some snacks. Want to share? This is just like a sleepover. Let's chat until we get tired. Aw. We spread the snacks across the bed and started to talk about random things. Our favorite candy stores in the TRC, our horoscopes, our favorite TV shows, places we wanted to visit. We were so engrossed in our conversation, I was able to forget my constant stress and anxiety for a while. When was the last time I laughed like this? Before I knew it, it had gotten quite late. Wow, look at the time. Should we get some sleep soon? Yeah, since you're here, I feel like I might finally be able to get some decent sleep. Me too. I've been so scared every night because of the killer. Let's do this again tomorrow. I matched the boss's innocent grin and nodded in agreement. I'll make the bed so you can use the bathroom for... Huh? What was that sound? Huh? Wasn't that you? No, I didn't do anything. What? Suddenly we heard the sound of someone rattling the doorknob. Someone's here. Maybe one of the others got too scared to sleep too? Let's wait and see. It's locked, so we should be fine. We huddled together, holding our breath and silently staring at the door. Are they gone? After a brief silence, we held our hands to our hearts, relieved that the eerie sound was gone. Maybe we should check just in case. It could have been some kind of emergency. Tsubasa approached the door, but just then... No way. Oh no. Who is this? It's because obviously it can't be Takumi somehow still, right? I hear the power saw. Are they trying to break the door down? It's the killer. They're coming for us. There's only one way to escape, the window. Tsubasa, this way. We need to run. Right. We escaped through the window and ran straight for the inside of the school. We need to hide somewhere, quick. Barely avoiding tripping over our own feet, we frantically rushed down the stairs, just as we were looking for a place to hide. Suddenly they were behind us, the killer, power saw at the ready. No, this can't be happening. Nozomi, run! Oh, jeez. Who could this be? Because Yugamu's dead, so it obviously can't be Yugamu. My only guess is somehow maybe it's still Takumi, but I don't know how. Everybody else is dead, right? Yeah, it's just Shoma, Kyoshika, and Nozomi, and yeah. You know, it would have been cool if they would have done a little thing here where it was Nozomi instead of Takumi here. That would have been pretty cool. Whatever. It's no big deal. Relentlessly pursued by the killer, we fled into the metal shop. Let's hide in here. We hid in the darkness, stifled our breath, and curled up into our little balls. I could feel Tsubasa's body trembling. My heart felt like it was about to burst. We jumped at the sound of footsteps coming down the hall. Please, please, just go past us. I prayed desperately as I clung to Tsubasa, held my breath, hoping we wouldn't make any noise that would give us away. Just then... Damn. No, they found us. The killer spotted us and stood with their power saw at the ready. No, stay back! We quickly tried to put some distance between us, but there was nowhere to run. I need to keep Tsubasa safe. I was just about to stand up to protect her when... I'll hold them off! Run, Nozomi! Tsubasa? Tsubasa suddenly grabbed a hammer from the workbench and lunged at the figure in the black suit. The killer hesitated for a moment, then easily dodged her attack. Tsubasa, get back, I'll help! There's no way I'm going to leave her here alone. I need to fight with her. In a panic, I grabbed something that seemed like it could work as a weapon, then faced the killer. But before I could even get ready to strike... Aww. Damn. My vision was instantly soaked in red. The scene in front of me left me unable to speak. Tsubasa collapsed, slashed by the power saw. Blood gushed out of her as I watched helplessly. With a horrible gurgle, a large quantity of blood spewed from Tsubasa's mouth. Then it just left? Huh? For some reason, the killer lowered their power saw and left without sparing me so much as a glance. What's happening? Shouldn't they come for me next? More importantly...
Tsubasa, hold on! I'll get you to the revive-o-matic right away!
I hurried to lift up her body, but...
Stay alive. Tsubasa! Tsubasa! No!
The life drained out of Tsubasa's face, and I felt her body slowly go limp. I managed to carry her blood-soaked body to the rival-matic, but it was too late. There's no bringing her back. Time passed, and night fell on day 98. I explained to the others how Tsubasa had been killed right after it happened.
Ugh.
The atmosphere was somber, all of us struggling to find the words to say. But it was possible the killer might show up even as we sat here in silence. I lifted my head with resolve. I wanted to just assume the killer isn't one of us for a minute. Because we need to discuss the things we still don't understand about them. Right, why does the killer methodically kill one person at a time, even if there are others present? Yeah, that's what happened with me and Tsubasa. Ima and Kako are the only exceptions. The killer could easily have killed me, but they only went after Tsubasa. Daddy once said the killer enjoys the thrill. Maybe they're doing it for fun. Is it possible they're an invader? There's no comprehending their logic. If they were, I think the school's defense system would have set off the alarm. And even if they managed to get past it somehow, wouldn't an invader be more inclined to kill us all off at once? I doubt the killer is an invader, but that just brings us right back to our first question. Who's doing this? We're the only 3 left. We can't exactly split up to go looking for clues. That reminds me, I picked this up in the hallway earlier. Is that the organic life detection device? Oh, is the invader still around? I think so, right? Because the invader didn't show up. Well, I don't know. We'll find out. Must have dropped it while we were running from the killer. I see. I suppose this makes it a memento now. The number it showed used to be so large. Feeling terrified, I took it from the kiosk and flipped the switch, but then... 5? Huh? There's no way Takumi's still alive, right? The number on the display was 5. What does it mean, 5? It counts the killer in hiding, so it should be the survivors plus 1, right? There's 3 of us and 1 killer, which means... anything but 4 doesn't make sense. Since when has there been another person here? Maybe it's broken, or maybe someone came back to life? Perchance. Let's go see. We immediately headed for the morgue and counted the bodies of everyone stored there. But no matter how many times we recounted, it was clear no one had come back. We even ran a test on the organic life detection device and made it sure it wasn't broken. But then, what could be happening here? Time marched on, indifferent to our growing confusion. Day 99. Oh, yeah. Oh, this will be hard. This is going to be a hard one. The intruder alert began blaring just as the sun was rising on day 99. There's no telling how long the 3 of us would be able to hold out, but I hadn't forgotten Tsubasa's last words.
Me stay alive.
Even if I end up as the only one left, I have to fight until the very end. I balled my hand to a tight fist and stepped into the war room. It's time for the final battle. It's ridiculous that a walking dumpster fire like me survived this long, but I'll fight as best as I can until the bitter end. I've long since made up my mind as well. Let's go, Holy Jumanji Sword. I have not a shred of regret in this life of mine. Wait, before we do this, there's something I have to show you. I pulled out something I prepared beforehand. Huh? What's that? It's a bioweapon for fighting commanders. Tsubasa and I worked on it together. Tsubasa had approached me for help before Takumi was killed. I think maybe it all started when Yugamo told us about the commander's DNA cells. The chaos caused by the killer delayed our progress, but we got our trump card ready in time for the final showdown. We should be able to do some serious damage to Veshnius with this. We can't waste it. Lady Nozomi, we owe you, and Lady Tsubasa, we shall graciously accept your kindness. Let's go. Time to show these invaders what we're made of. Ooh. Ooh. Finally get to see this again. Haven't seen this in a long time. Alright, well that's a new one. Honestly, I don't know how we're gonna get through this one. This is gonna be kind of hard. I mean, Kyoshika and Nozomi are good, but Shoma, he's not the best. I mean, I guess he is for defense, for defense, but yeah.
That's...
Don't think I'll grant you an easy death. Your power and the power of the Second Coming are mine. I shall devour all.
Yeah, Veshness. We don't need to see. You don't need to see your animation. You don't deserve it.
You're all more bullheaded than I could have imagined. Know your place, wicked invaders.
Oh, I forget that there's actually a time where Takumi wasn't in battle and everybody else had to fight and they were able to beat Veshness. So it's, but that story wasn't like I had to blame myself.
Pathetic. Coming back to life after getting killed again and again. But so be it. It would be a disappointment if you died too easily. I will send you to hell again and again until I've had my fill.
Now to transform, Veshness looked entirely at ease, seemingly enjoying toying with us. She was fully convinced the invaders would win. Her guard is down, now is a chance to turn the tables.
Let me savor the sight of your faces as they become contorted in despair.
Not on my watch!
What's that sound?
Activated the device, expelling a massive quantity of poison that rained down on Veshness' body.
What is this? I cannot move!
It worked! The poison worked!
You invader scum! What have you done to me?
Lady Nozomi! Now is the time to finish her! No need, Kyoshika. With that much poison in her system, she's...
You dare kill the great...
Dead. Alright. We did it. We beat the invaders. I'm still having trouble believing it. I was surprised Veshness went down in such a disappointing manner. But all that's left is to go to the artificial satellite tomorrow and everything will finally be over, right? Yeah, if we saved all the people up there. That being said, we couldn't truly celebrate. Between the deaths of our friends and knowing the killer was still hiding somewhere, we had a lot of complex emotions weighing us down. Even still, we just have to get through one more day. According to what Takumi told us, on day 100, tomorrow, there will be a final assault launched from the school. We need to stay alive for the sake of humanity. We need to get away from the killer. So I'm guessing there's not going to be a decision then, since it's not Takumi making the decision? Maybe there still will be. Finally, we made it to the morning of day 100. Soaking up the light from the sun high up in the blue skies, I quietly looked out across the school grounds. We needed to get down to the schoolyard as soon as possible to check on the escape pod if nothing else. Takumi said that missiles would be launched on day 100, but things seem the same as ever. No sign of any missiles. Oh wait, everybody over there! I pointed to the top of the school building. There were several huge missile turrets jutting out of the roof.
Are those turrets? Are the missiles charged with undying flames going to come out of those?
Yeah. When the school shifts into attack mode and fires the missiles, all of the invaders will be killed.
They look so sinister. By the way, what's that escape pod you mentioned? Oh, where's that escape pod? It was just then that an announcement rang out all around us.
An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Leading up to the omnidirectional attack, all defenses will special defense units.
Yeah, we can skip that. Oh, look, there.
An omnidirectional attack will launch in 390 seconds. Special defense unit members, please board the escape pod in the schoolyard immediately. An omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily. Please depart immediately after boarding the escape pod. Repeat, an omnidirectional attack will launch momentarily.
It's just like Sir Takumi said. There really is a way for us to escape. If we get on that thing, we'll be saved. Suddenly the faces of all the friends we lost flashed through my mind. Sorry for leaving you behind. We'll take all of your hopes and dreams with us. Okay, let's leave this planet and head for the artificial satellite. Onward, we carry the hopes and dreams of humanity with us. The very second we started walking toward the escape pod. Damn. The killer was suddenly right in front of us, their power saw roaring. You're kidding. Right now? Your time has come, villainous killer. I will punish you for your crimes. Wait, they're headed for the escape pod. Please, no. Unconcerned with us, the killer began to hack and saw at the escape pod, tearing it apart. Oh, yikes. We must stop them. No, Kyoshika, if you get too close, you'll be killed. But the escape pod... Wow. It's already too late. The pod can't launch like this. At this rate, missiles launch will... No. Are we destined to die here like the others? We have no way to stop the missiles and the killer will probably get us first anyway. In that case. Everybody, over here. Lady Nozomi, run, quickly. Wow, they don't even get to escape. The school bus? Don't tell me we're going to use this to escape. If it's between this or being murdered, I'll take my chances. Alright, let's get as far away as possible. I am Kyoshika Makidori, the swordswoman who never says die. I'll struggle until my last breath. The decision made, we boarded the bus. I sat in the driver's seat, started the engine, and firmly gripped the steering wheel. Oh! I slammed on the gas and we cut through the schoolyard at its ferocious speed.
I'm taking us through the wall of fire! Verily, if we cross the wall, the killer won't be able to follow us.
Eek! Nozomi! They're right in front of us!
Hold on tight, you two.
Without hesitating, I floored it. There was a violent impact and the killer went flying. Damn. The school bus kept moving through the schoolyard at a breakneck speed.
Did we get them?
Yes! There's no way the killer came away from that unscathed.
Huh? Wait! What's that sound?
No way! Suddenly there was a dull sound from the roof of the bus. The next moment... About to get in here? Oh my god, dude. How the heck... Who is this, man?
They punched through the roof?
The killer was mere feet away, in the back of the bus, power saw in hand. What do I do? The wall fires right in front of us. If I hit the brakes now, we'll get caught in a missile launch. But if I don't stop, the killer will get us instead. What should I do? Oh! We are making a decision here. Oh my gosh. I guess let's run to the wall first. Because it doesn't really matter what we do first. Nozomi is the new protagonist. I can't stop here, which means I'm just going to have to take a chance. I pressed down harder on the gas. The engine growled as the bus sped up. The bus raced ahead, barreling towards the wall of fire. There was a concrete barrier in the way, but I didn't let up the gas.
Nozomi! What are you doing?
Get down and hold on tight, guys!
I pressed the pedal down as far as it would go. The concrete barrier came closer and closer until...
We're going to hit it!
The bus slammed head on into the barrier, violently rocking the vehicle and bringing us to a sudden stop. The momentum was enough to launch the killer forward, and then... The killer flew through the windshield and was thrown toward the undying flames. With horrible cries of agony, the killer burned to death into flames without us ever knowing who they really were. Wow. After abandoning the now destroyed bus, we wandered around outside the wall of fire. We had no destination, we were just trying to get somewhere far away. I wonder how much longer until the missiles launch. I have no clue. It could be in a minute, it could be in an hour. But what I do know is that if we give up now, we don't stand a chance.
Truly,
It's game over if we resign ourselves now.
That's right. Maybe there's some kind of bomb shelter or something.
Let's go. Even if the missiles launch in 1 minute, moving is better than doing nothing.
Yeah, we're together until the end, guys.
Aw. We just kept on walking forward. There was no telling what would happen, but even so, there was nowhere to return to, so I never looked back. Wow. Wow, okay. That's interesting. That's really interesting how we went about that. There's only taking charge. Ending 70 slasher route to 3 of us. Wow. Whew, boy, man. Wow, okay. Alright, let's go back and see what happens if we decide to stand and fight. Alright, this time, let's stand and fight. We got this, Nozomi. Hopefully. I have to stop the killer. I immediately slammed the fire extinguisher button and stood up from my seat. I tackled the killer with all my might.
Lady Nozomi!
Run, please!
No! Nozomi!
Oh, so she's sacrificing herself this time. The 2 of us were flung off the bus and into the schoolyard, our bodies still entangled. A sharp pain ran through as we hit the ground. Still, I managed to muster the strength to get up. I saw the school bus on the horizon, passing through the wall of fire. Thank goodness, Kyoshika and Shoma managed to get out safely for now. Now they can just find somewhere to take refuge far away from here. Did the killer faint? Maybe they hit their head when they were thrown from the bus. They were laid out flat on the ground. Their power saw had fallen out of their hand and landed somewhere far off.
This is the person who killed everyone.
I fearfully stretched out my hands and placed them on the murderer's helmet. Who are you? Why did you do this to us? Desperately trying to stop my hands from shaking, I slowly pulled off the strange headgear.
No way!
As soon as I tried to speak, I felt a violent, piercing pain jolt through my side. Is it Takumi somehow? I've been stabbed. My side burned like it was on fire. I felt the blood trickling out of me. As my vision blurred, or began to dim, I locked my eyes with the killer as he stared down at me.
Why?
Yeah, it's Takumi, isn't it? I pathetically croaked out the question, but all I got in return was silence. He didn't say a word, simply looking down at me with the look I've never seen on anyone's face before. Why? I couldn't form the words to ask the question any longer. Suddenly, I stopped feeling pain. I stopped feeling anything. I was starting to fade. Please, let Kyoshika and Shoma survive. Somehow. I felt my tears spill down my cheeks as my consciousness faded into a deep, endless darkness. Wow, we don't even get to see the face. Wow, was it Takumi somehow? But how would it have been Takumi? Unless the Gi was able to take over Takumi entirely, which I don't know how that would have been possible if there's no Gi around us, right? Wow, okay. Wow. Ending 69. It was you. It was who, though? Probably Takumi, if I had to guess. Completed all slasher routes. Yo, we are officially halfway through the endings. We finally got our 50th ending. Oh man, dude, that is wild. That is crazy to think about. Wow. I wish I would have gotten this one last instead of this one, but it's fine, it's whatever. Wow, dude. We're officially on our 50th ending, y'all. We finally got our 50th ending. I think all we have left on this killing HIATUS side is deciding not to leave the school. I think that's the only thing that's left here. And I'm pretty sure this will lead to a whole bunch of decisions too. And if I had to guess, if there's going to be a killing game route, it has to be this one. It has to be somewhere on this timeline right here. If I had to guess. because they have to add Danganronpa-esque stuff to it somehow. I mean, the killers. I mean, because obviously they had that screen before with the choosing the traitor. There's going to be more of that. So if I had to guess about a killing game route, it has to be this one somewhere on this timeline right here. So really, when we look at it, we got 1, 2, 3. I think we have what, 4 more on this route right here. 4. Yeah, we have 4 more here to go through, and I'm pretty sure those will lead to their own decisions. If I had to guess which one's going to have the most decisions, it's going to be the revealing Takumi's secret one, and then also the not leaving the school one. It's going to use a whole bunch of other decisions. We still have 50 more endings to go, so I'm pretty sure these will lead to a good chunk of endings. This one along with this one. I do kind of want to get started on this one, since this is the last one we have to do. So we still have time with this episode, so we'll go ahead and do a little bit of this one just to see what's going to be about. But this might be a shorter episode compared to the other ones. So let's go ahead and go back to deciding whether or not we're going to leave the school. And this time we're not going to leave the school and find out what happens. But wow, ending 69 and 70 was wild, dude. I was not expecting that. I mean, I'm guessing somehow it was Takumi still in that ending somehow, but I don't think it's ever going to get explained. So, all right, so this time we're not going to leave the school. This is going to lead to the killing game route, isn't it? This has to be the past that Hideko was talking about, that she's gone through.
Hey guys, listen. We can't listen to the message.
And how's Hideko going to react to this? Why? The enemy could attack any day now. We can't just leave this place unprotected. Hey, didn't you come back from the future? That means you should know exactly when the enemy will attack, right? So when's the next attack? Next one is 3 days from now on day 7. Then what's the big deal with leaving this place empty until then? It's just a matter of going outside the wall of fire and coming back in 3 days, right? We'd be technically compliant with what the message says, and the culprit wouldn't see the need to follow through with their threat. The next attack being 3 days away is what I remember from last time. But there's no guarantee the enemy will act in the same way this time. Because you may have already changed the course of history by coming back to the past. Is that what you're trying to say? I nodded. There's another thing to consider. Can we really trust the culprit to keep their word and leave the academy alone while we're gone? We're talking about someone who did something that vicious to Sire, but before you even saw the message. There's no way a person like that's ever going to keep their word. Ergo, there has to be a trap. I got no clue who they could be. Oh man, talking about, you've been dead for so long. Only thing we can figure is that they're an invader trying to nab the baby in the defense room while we're gone. You just said you thought it was a prank. Shut up. Things are different from now that Siri has been wrecked. I personally think we should just ignore the message. Gotta launch the culprit into slaughter mode, right? Now that's the kind of show I'll pay through the nose to watch. My sad excuse of an existence will surely be the first to be eliminated. Oh, I'm all for the idea, of course. After all, even the tiniest bacteria has more worth than a atomized speck of fractional dust like me. So if we take a head count, there are 6 of us who want to stay. Takumi, Takemaru, Darumi, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins. If we're going by the majority vote, those who want to remain have already won, right? Seriously? Are you out of your minds? Nobody's stopping you from going out there yourself. Outside the wall of fire? I dare say that's what the culprit's really aiming for. Once they manage to isolate someone, the real fun begins. Gaku started shaking like a leaf. Alright, fine. Just don't say I didn't warn you. In the end, we decided to ignore the message and remain at this academy. Nobody knew how the culprit would react. Just in case, we decided that everyone would move together as a unit during the day as a safety measure. As we did, the sun soon set and night approached. I'm telling you, my gut's telling me that this is going to lead to a killing game somehow. I guess the announcements must be pre-recorded, huh? Yes, Siri told me about them earlier. Yeah, nothing happened in the end. Whoever wrote that message was just bluffing. Can you make up your mind? Do you want us to take the message seriously or not? Right now, no. The situation's changed. So I'm going back to my room to hit the sack. Whoa. Did you just willingly trigger your own death flag? I ain't got time for this. We ain't in some freaking game or movie. I don't know. There's no denying that the person who destroyed Syria is still around. Yes. Yes, hiding somewhere in the school. Or... it's also possible they're hiding somewhere among us. Everybody abruptly stopped what they were doing after Hidiko's statement. We all glanced around, scrutinizing each other nervously. I see how it is, safe for us to all just sleep in our own rooms then. Well, at least that room's locked, so we don't have to worry about anyone killing him while we sleep. Hidiko was only mentioning that was a possibility. I refuse to believe the culprit could be one of us. Let's not start suspecting each other. We'd be playing directly into the culprit's hands. Told you they were just bluffing with that message. Whoever's behind it probably gets a kick out of seat that's running around like headless chickens, that's all. Tell it to Syria's mangled remains. Syria was targeted because he was a machine. Damaging a metal contraption is completely different from killing a flesh and blood person. Are you trying to say the culprit won't harm us because we're human? I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyway, I'm headed back to my room. Let's see what tomorrow morning brings. I don't know, man. Takemon and Darumi left after that, followed by Ima and Kako. As long as we're together, no one can hurt us. They held hands and left the cafeteria together. Good night, everyone. Sorry, my body's so poorly formed I can't fall asleep without a bed. Tsubasa and Shoma both said they didn't think the culprit could be among us, but as I watched them leave, it occurred to me they probably had their suspicions. Hideko, Gaku, and I were the only ones left in the cafeteria. What? This is ridiculous. Why can't everyone see the best way is to stay safe is to stick together? Everyone's already gone, though, except the three of us. If the two of you are working together, I'd probably be assaulted tonight. Are you inviting us to... Stop it, Gaku. Of course I'm not. Get your mind out of the gutter. Right, on the other hand, I'll be the one in hot suit if you two are the ones behind this. We're not, but I have no way of proving that. I guess going back to our rooms to rest really is the only thing we can do now. Indeed, casting aspersions at each other here won't help us sleep any better. Fine, I'll go too. Only because there's no other choice. And so we all went back to our rooms to turn in for the night. I tossed and turned restlessly on my bed. My eyes were closed, but sleep kept evading me. Who wrote that message and destroyed Syria? It was Hideko. It's Hideko. I mean, of course you don't know that, but I know that. Is the culprit really one of us? I'm telling you. I'm thinking this is going to lead to a killing game, of something similar to a killing game. Because remember what Hideko said. She lived a previous life that's similar to this, right? But she wasn't able to do anything about it. So I'm thinking, because of that reason, this is gonna lead to something similar that Hideko was talking about, and that's why she wrote that message. She doesn't want this to lead to the same thing as what happened to her in the past. So yeah. So I'm guessing maybe Hideko was a part of some type of killing game in the past, maybe. If I had to guess, and that's why she has like urge for bloodlust or something like that, maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. No, there's no way. That means the culprit's still hiding somewhere in the school. They couldn't have escaped outside that wall of fire after destroying Syria and writing that message. Hang on. Are you sure the person who wrote the message and the person who destroyed Syria are one and the same? We just automatically assumed so, but there's no indication that they are. If it wasn't the same person, then we're actually up against two different people. How did things end up like this? I ruffled my hair violently while curling up on my bed. Midnight was just around the corner soon. Soon it would be day 5. Back in the single digits, man, that's crazy. Being back in the single digits is wild. It's 12:55 a.m. It hasn't even been an hour since the new day began. Uh-oh. A visitor at this time? Thinking it might be the culprit, I was unnerved until I realized this would give me a great chance to capture them. It could very well be someone asking for help too. Whoever it was, I had no reason to ignore them. Let's do this. Gathering my wits, I opened my room door cautiously. I looked around before stepping out. There's nobody to be seen anywhere. Was it a prank? Or hallucination? Just as I turned around to go back into the room, a sharp pain exploded at the back of my head, quickly rendering me unconscious. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A body has been discovered! Imagine. No. When I next came to, I realized I was on my bed, even though I lost consciousness outside my room last night. Was that a dream? Was I just half asleep? I touched the back of my neck as those thoughts ran through my mind. A dull, aching pain greeted me. It wasn't a dream. I stepped outside last night and someone jumped on me from above. They'd probably been hiding on the rooftop. They punched or kicked me, I'm not sure which, on the back of my head. But who and why? Was this the person who wrote that message and destroyed Skye? In that case, why am I still alive? And they even went out of their way to move me back to my bed. We gotta remember that Hideko also mentioned that Takumi is the one that killed Skye, right? Just then, the door slammed violently open and Tsubasa ran inside. Takumi, it's Gaku! Gaku's... What happened? Just go to the classroom on the first floor quickly. The same room we found the message in. I'll go let the others know. I ran downstairs so quickly I thought I might trip and fall. Getting to the classroom was the only thing on my mind. Soon the classroom came within view. I dashed inside and what greeted me was... Yep.
What is this?
Yep. This is the killing game route. It has to be. I could hear the others entering the classroom behind me.
No!
What the hell?
Mr. Mariko!
Why? Gaku? Hey, Gaku! Cut it out! This isn't funny at all! Open your eyes, man! Wake up! I said wake up, Gaku!
Even Datomi's kind of freaked out. Datomi kept shaking Gaku's shoulders. He didn't respond. So she started shaking him harder. Hideko slowly put her arms around Datomi and gently pulled her away.
Hey, why don't we just use the Revive-O-Matic?
He's lost too much blood. Look at all those stab wounds. Like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's like 17 stab wounds, man.
Right! If we move Gaku to the infirmary, we can...
It won't work. The Revive-O-Matic can only revive a person who only just died. That's what it says in the manual. Can you define just? It doesn't give a specific number, but definitely not 3 hours.
3 hours?
You can tell by the dry and discolored blood. It's been at least 3 hours since he was killed. Wow. And besides, look at the amount of blood he's lost. You know how the Revive-O-Matic works.
I'm telling you. This is the killing game route. This is the freaking killing game route. I know it. I know it. I freaking know it. I swear, if I see investigation mode, I'm gonna be like, yup, this is definitely the killing game route. Oh man, dude. Alright, let's keep on going.
You need to have cryptoglobin in your body.
But we couldn't just give up without doing anything. We moved Gaku's body to the infirmary, put him in a corpse recovery drone, and placed him in the Revive-O-Matic. However... Unfortunately, Gaku was right. Revive-O-Matic's analysis monitor was located at the back of the device. We all looked at the information together. Cause of death, oh my, why can't I read that? Hemorrhagic shock. Estimated time of death, day 5, between 1 and 4 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on chest and abdomen. Murder weapon is likely to sharp blade about 1 foot long. Too much time has passed since death. Insufficient cryptoglobin present in body. Impossible to revive. Does something seem off to you guys? Why didn't that corpse recovery drone do its job earlier? You're right. If the drone had flown over to collect Kaku's body at the moment he died, this wouldn't have happened. Upon hearing that, Tsubasa sprang into action. She went back to the analysis monitor. After fiddling with the terminal for a while, she took several steps back in shock. The drone itself is working correctly, but someone has overwritten the program that controls it. What? The code is too difficult to hack even for me. There's no way we can restore the original programming now. The new settings say that the drone doesn't activate if an SDU member dies outside of a defensive battle. You can't be serious. It would do such a thing. Do you even need to ask? It's obviously the same person who killed Gaku. Silence filled the air and nobody spoke for a while. Then Taka might have mumbled something. Shit, this is all my fault. I kept insisting the corporal was bluffing. Gaku wouldn't have died if I'd believed him. I don't know about that. The same thing may have happened even if we had all slept together in the cafeteria last night. Or maybe things would have been worse. What do you mean? I'll explain later. A few hours later, we managed to regain our composure somewhat and started cleaning up the classroom. It just didn't seem right to leave all that blood on this floor. We also made sure to thoroughly check for possible clues that might lead us to the murderer while we cleaned. Ultimately, we came to the realization that the killer had left nothing behind. No footprints, no bodily fluids, not even a single strand of hair. Once we were done, we decided to take care of the message as well. The message that was the cause of everything. The mere sight of it nauseated me. We angrily and vigorously scrubbed the message with solvents until it disappeared, Tsubasa and Shomi crying as they worked. Before we knew it, the sun had already set and we were surrounded by darkness. Then we started on our next task, transporting Gaku's dead body from the infirmary to the morgue. Hey, why are we moving his body here? Shouldn't we be giving him a dignified burial? The corpse is a silent witness who never lies. Burying it would mean losing valuable clues. That reminds me, you mentioned that you were trying to become a detective in my previous timeline. And then Ima said he was your brilliant, talented assistant or something. I said that. Yes, now do you believe I've traveled back in time? I'm not sure. That's not particularly convincing evidence. Am I right to assume you're interested in helping out with the investigation, Kako? Yes. Then share your observations with us, great detective. Who is most likely suspect in your eyes? Wait, we need to figure things out, figure things like this out step by step. She tapped a finger on her temple. First of all, Tsubasa was the first person to find the body, right? Yes, I woke up before the morning announcement, so I went to the classroom on the first floor. I was trying to see if we'd miss any clues that could have pointed us to the identity of the person who wrote the message. Then I found Gaku on the floor, like that. The question is, why did the killer murder him so brutally? He was stabbed multiple times in the chest and abdomen. If killing him had been the objective, they could have simply aimed directly for the heart. This number of stab wounds usually indicates some sort of powerful personal grudge. It feels more like anger than a grudge to me. The killer is the same person who wrote the message, right? And they got angry because we didn't follow their instructions. Or the fella's just trying to... Or the fella's just trying to make an example out of someone. Thinking they can strike fear in our hearts by killing someone in the most visceral way possible. I think their objective was even simpler than that. Pray tell. To bleed as much cryptoglobin out as possible so that we couldn't possibly revive Gaku, even if we found his body right away. That would mean the killer is very familiar with the Special Defense Unit's members and how our bodies work. In short, there's a very high probability that the killer is one of us. Everyone fell silent at that, but nobody seemed as shaken up as they were yesterday, as if they had already come to this conclusion deep inside. That's why, back in the infirmary, I said that things would have been worse if we had all slept together in the cafeteria. Because the killers would have assassinated everyone in their sleep. Yes, after drugging us with sleep medicine or something. That's unthinkable. It's just not possible. One of us here is the killer? The alarm didn't sound. That means nobody has breached the Academy's defenses. Oh, and before you bring it up, no, Eito couldn't have done it either. Because... She walked to one of the dead bodies, stood in front of it, and promptly pulled off the sheet that was covering it.
See? He's not breathing and has no pulse. It's literally impossible for Eito to be the killer. Unless he somehow turned into a zombie.
Oh, don't say that. That happened a couple of timelines, a couple of routes ago. Or actually a route ago. Everyone saw what Gaku's estimated time of death on the Revival-matic was. Yes, I think it was between 1 and 4 a.m. last night. I'm going to have to ask each and every one of you where you were and what you were doing at that time. Everyone said they had been sleeping in their own rooms other than Ima. Ima was... I was sleeping in my dear sister's room, which means only my dear sister and I would have valid alibis. The testimony of a sibling is unreliable. Yes, I was expecting you to say that. Wait, so none of us have proper alibis? Hang on, nobody asked Takumi what he's been at yet. Oh right, what about you, Takumi? I mean, your answer's probably going to be the same. I hesitated for a moment. Telling the truth would make me seem questionable. But if it ever came to light that I lied this time, I definitely looked suspicious then. So I decided to go ahead and tell everyone what happened to me last night at around 1 a.m. Say what? Someone came out of nowhere and knocked you out? And then you woke up to the sound of the morning announcement in your bed. Yes, more or less. The person who knocked me out had to be the killer. Why only tell us about this now? I couldn't find a good time to bring it up. Really, but so much time has already passed since we found Gaku's body. Everyone looked at me with suspicion in their eyes, causing my heart to beat faster. I'm telling the truth. Please believe me. So you say, but that time traveling thing has got to be just a big fat lie. Yes, you killed Eito for some reason and made up that tall tale in order to justify your actions. No! That would actually explain why Siri was destroyed too. Siri was the only one present when Eito was killed. He was the only one who knew the truth. When Siri tried to blackmail Takumi using that incident, Takumi destroyed him in order to silence him.
Hey!
Why would I do that? And what about the message? That was the first one to propose we stay in the academy. Besides, there's no reason for me to kill Gaku. Absolutely no reason at all. You're coming apart at the seams. Nobody said anything about you killing Mr. Maruko. You are all looking at me as if you thought I was the killer. Jesus. Oh, that's just funny. I'm sorry, that's funny. I spent hours trying to prove my innocence to the others, but there was nothing convincing I could use to clear my name. Takamaru, Dadami, Shoma, and the Tsukumo twins were especially unwilling to give me any benefit of the doubt. Wow. Oh, that's funny. Well then, sister dearest, let us fall asleep under the same roof again tonight. Yes, like I said before, it's more dangerous for everyone to be sleeping together. Sleeping with the person you trust the most is the best way to deal with this. Takamaru, will you please allow this worm to burrow in your room tonight? What are you saying? You're the person I trust the most. Or are you afraid that I may actually be the killer? Don't be stupid, you idiot. I'd just kill you right back.
That means I'm staying in Mistress Hitako's room tonight. You can kill me anytime you please, my mistress.
I'm sorry, but you're on your own.
But why?
You may end up killing me, for all I know. Besides, I've already been reserved by someone else.
Someone else?
Hitako's staying with me tonight.
No!
Your only option left is Takumi.
Absolutely. Nah, I'm not gonna throw myself into the arms of a serial killer. I have standards on who gets to kill me, you know.
Jesus. Everyone retired to their chosen rooms after deciding on sleeping arrangements. I chose my way back to my own room as well. I had just returned to my room when the doorbell rang. The door swung open and in walked Hirako, Tsubasa. What's the matter? Just so we're clear, this doesn't mean we trust you or anything. What? You came all this way just to tell me that? Let me finish. We don't trust you, but we see no reason to be completely suspicious of you either. Unlike the other 5. Okay, that's nice to hear. And if what you've been saying is true, there's going to be an enemy attack in 2 days. 2 days' time on day 7, right? According to what I've lived through, yes. When that happens, I intend to fight, but it's unlikely the other 5 will be willing to follow you. So you're saying there's a high chance they won't join the fight? Even Takamaru and Dadami, who fought on day 1? Tsubasa's trying to say she's willing to lend you a hand. I can't just sit back and let you and Hirako fight the invaders by yourselves. Besides, it's game over for us anyway if we lose. A combat party of 3 isn't going to be strong enough. Which is why I'm thinking of calling in reinforcements. From where? You once mentioned a second to last defense academy that's being protected by 5 special defense unit members, right? Oh, I get it. You want to bring them here. It was inevitable that we would one day have to go to the second to last defense academy anyway. That academy was attacked on day 10 and Moko was killed. I've been pushing it to the back of my mind because I thought we still had time. Not that we had any spare time to be thinking about going there at all. It did make sense to go over as soon as possible, so I agreed to Hirako and Tsubasa's plan. Are you both coming with me? Of course. Then we set off at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. 6? The campus is quite a distance from here, isn't it? Yeah. We should start early then. We also have to ensure we can make it back before the enemy attack on day 7. Oh, that's a good point. That's settled then. We'll be taking our leave now. We'll go tell the others about this. Thank you. They nodded and left the room. There was just one thing bothering me. Was it really a good idea to leave 5 people behind in an academy with a serial killer on the loose? That said, I really did want to reach the second campus before Moko got killed on day 10. Since Since we needed reinforcements for the next defensive battle, going there tomorrow was indeed the best option we had. It wouldn't make sense for all of us to go anyway. Leaving just 2 or 3 to protect the school alone wouldn't be any better. In fact, it would be worse because they'd just make them easier to targets for the killer. I concluded that the safest thing to do was to go there with Hideko and Tsubasa. Hope we can meet the team from the second academy tomorrow. Kyoshika, Moko, Kurata, Yugamu, and Nozomi. The possibility of seeing them again did nothing to loosen the tight knot in my stomach. After all, a friend had just been violently murdered today. I couldn't get the sight of Gaku's mangled body out of my mind. Day 6. At 6 a.m., I went straight to the entrance hall, where Hideko and Tsubasa were already waiting for me. You are 10 seconds late. 10 seconds? A split second of distraction can prove fatal in battle. You will do well to remember that. Yes, ma'am. I mindlessly responded to Hideko while looking around. I didn't see anyone else. They're not even going to see us off, huh? Huh? I mean, they believe you're a serial killer, you know. Nothing I can do about that. How did you break the news to them? I just told them plainly. I said we needed to bring in a second team to increase our combat power. They didn't criticize you for daring to follow a serial killer there? They sure did, which is why I asked them nicely if they'd rather we left said serial killer behind with them. Suddenly, letting just the 3 of us go became the best thing since sliced bread. Okay. We can chat later. Let's be on our way. Alrighty, I think this is a good place to end things here for now then. I don't want to continue onwards right now. I think it's better that we leave this for the next episode. So we got through 3 endings in this episode, y'all. We finally made it to the ending, or I think we made it through 4 endings actually, right? I believe. So we finally made it to the ending to 50 endings, which is crazy. So we're officially halfway through the game. So yeah, if y'all enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Become Royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, in the next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on with this mission here to head over to Second Last Defense Academy and continue onwards from there. I'm telling you, I think this one's officially going to be the killing game route. I think. I don't know. I could be very wrong, or maybe something very similar. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode. See y'all then. What is up, everyone? And it's me, it's Skye. I just finished off this episode. I finally just finished editing it. I recorded this quite a while ago, and I just finally got to editing it. This video is supposed to go live on this upcoming Wednesday coming up, which is going to be the 11th, I believe, or the 12th, excuse me, of November. As of this specific recording of this specific webcam video that I'm recording right now, it's November 9th, and this video is scheduled to go live on November the 12th. But the reason why I'm up here on the screen on the video is just because I want to explain to y'all that I think we're at that point where I want to take a break from the game. It's not necessarily burnout that's got me wanting to take a break. It's more so I think it's better in the long run to take a break because this is a long ass game. Don't get me wrong, I love this game. I've had a phenomenal time playing this game. This is the 71st episode. We're 71 episodes in, and with how huge the game is, how massive the game is, I can only imagine the next 50 endings is going to be another like 30 to 40 episodes, and I really just do want to get started on a new project. Again, don't get me wrong, I love the 109 Last Defense Academy. There's nothing wrong with this game. I love it a lot. I've loved all the routes. I loved all the story. Some routes are better than others, but there have been a couple of times where I have gotten a little, not frustrated or annoyed, I would say just a little, not burnout per se, but more so there have been times which is like some things are too obvious, like this whole thing with the slasher route just now. I mean, I know in the videos I was like, oh my god, no, somebody else is dead, you know, but it's just the thing is, like, there was no like uniqueness, I guess is the word I'm trying to look for. There's a better word for that, but I can't think of it right now. But there's no unique things about it. Like, pretty much this entire last couple of routes have just kind of been like, oh, I already know what's going to happen, right? Oh, this person died. Oh, now this person's going to die. Now this third person's going to die. Now this fourth person's going to die. It's just all the same thing. And with the fact that I officially think we are getting into the killing game route, I think it's better if we take a break now, because if there's going to be even more death and stuff going on, I don't expect it to be the same as it was with this previous route that we just finished. But I don't want to get to the point where there is burnout of the game, because like y'all seen it before. There have been times where I've been doing a playthrough for a long time, I got frustrated and just wanted to finish the playthrough. I really don't want to do that with this playthrough, because I love this game. I've loved everything about this game. The music's amazing, the story again is amazing, the routes were really fun, again some better than others, but I just feel like for the sake of content, I want to take a brief hiatus from this game. I don't have a specific date and time as to when I'm going to start it up again. But we will get to the point where we do finish this game. You know, we still have a whole second half of this game to go through. We still have 4 big routes to go through. We have the revealing Takumi's secret route. We have this not leaving the school route that we're currently going to be starting in the next episode, whenever that is. And then we also have the Undying Flames boy, letting him join. And then there's like one other one, I believe. But I can't think of it right now. So we have like 3 to 4 more routes we have to go on. That's going to lead to probably branch out into multiple other routes. So I think it's just best that we take a break now. I feel like it's going to be for the better in the long run. Again, because I do want to start another project. I don't have another game in mind right now, but I do know I want to take a break from 100 Line right now. Don't get me wrong. Again, I want to keep saying this. I love the game. Nothing's wrong with the game. I enjoy it. I mean, I feel like there could be better things about the game, like especially when it has to do with battles. The battle system is amazing. I just wish there's more like uniqueness in the battles and stuff like that. You know, like if you've been playing this game for a long time, you probably already know. But I just think it's better for the long run to take a break now. So I do really hope y'all enjoyed this playthrough so far. We are going to continue this again. I don't know when exactly we're going to continue it, but we are going to continue this game at some point. But I think right now it's best that we take a brief hiatus from the game, and then we get back to it as soon as I feel like, oh, I'm ready to hop back into more 100 Line, which I feel like it could be after one playthrough, it could be after 2 other playthroughs, it could be after 3 other playthroughs, it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now. I don't know. I really don't know, y'all, but we'll see what happens. Because I do plan on finishing this game. There's nothing that's going to stop me from not finishing this game. So, anyways, y'all, I do really hope y'all enjoy this playthrough as far as it has gone so far, and we will continue it in the future. And again, I'm going to explain it one more time. The reason why I'm taking this break is because, like, I mean, I've done long playthroughs before, but the only thing about this game specifically is that things kind of are the same in every single route. Like, we're skipping every single battle. Like, story elements are different from time to time, but we kind of have an idea of what's going to be happening, you know? So again, I think I should come back to it with a fresh mind and just finish it off then. Because again, like I said, it's probably gonna be about another 30 to 40 episodes if I had to guess. And I really don't have to record that right now, especially with how busy I am with other things I have going on right now. But who knows? I don't know when I'll come back to it, but we will come back to it soon. I just don't have a time frame as to when, but we will come back to it. I promise you that. Anyways, y'all, once again, thank y'all so very much for watching this playthrough. If you did enjoy the playthrough, hit that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Become a Royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, we'll be starting another new playthrough here soon. It could be this upcoming Friday, or it could be the following week. I'm not too sure when that playthrough is going to start exactly, but we'll have to wait and see. But thank y'all so very much for watching, and I can't wait to see y'all in the next episode of 100 Line Last Defense Academy and in the next new playthrough. See y'all then.